Hello once again. I hope you are all doing well. My name is Konstantinos Petrocheilos, or Kostas for short. I'm a comic book and fantasy artist. I have received commissions in the past and I'm still available for them. And I'm also the creator of the upcoming comic book series Stilk and Metal Tim, a science fiction superhero adventure with horror elements, and it's going to be published from Rising Sun Comics, a Los Angeles-based indie publisher. And this is one of the that you see in the screen is one of the first things I wanted to talk to you today about. This is the final logo of my book, of the title Stilk and Metal Team, and I just love it. The background of the logo is basically it plays its own significant role within the story. It's the main attraction, the symbol of the city where the protagonist's story takes place. Is the symbol of the city of New Glory. And I remind you again that the story takes place towards the end of the 21st century, so it's futuristic as well. And yep, this is the final logo version. I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait for myself and of course the readers to see it on the cover of the first issue. The first issue, by the way, it's going to come out, I remind you again, on November 14th, 2018. Not that far away. It is going to be a 12 issue series. It's a bi-monthly edition. So this is one of the first things I wanted to let you know. The second is about the developments and my publishers, company Rising Sun Comics. This is just something that I made of all their books so far. The latest news is about these two titles that came out recently. Actually, you can pre-order them, but they're gonna come out soon. I think this one, The Seer, has already come out, but still check again the company's main page, risingsuncomics.com. It comes out in this month, but you can pre-order it. And this comes, I think, out in a few days. Tag Team. This is from the partner studio Douthit Press, Eric Douthit's label. This is from Night Raven Comics, Matthew Dance's label. They are both partner studios of Rising Sun Comics. They come out from the adult US imprint of the company Rising Sun Comics Published Studios, from which my book Stilk and Metal Team will come out as well. This is their fan-based projects. They don't make any profit of it. They just make books for fans, by fans, which is themselves. Okay, and this is their PG-13 US titles. Really great books, all of these, totally worth of your time. Go again, I remind you, on the main page, risingsuncomics.com. Check out their books, pre-order some of the latest ones, or order some of them if you are interested. You can also download them as ebooks. And the latest development, the actual most recent development, is this one. The New Zealand imprint from which initially my book was destined to come out from took a different direction. The owner of this, Arunesvar Singh, known also as Aru, and his art nickname is Malfunction, renamed the New Zealand imprint, which is now called Rising Sun Comics Oceania, and this is the studio, the imprint of this division that's called Plant Studios New Zealand, from which his new title, Red Dot, will come out. There is a free PDF preview of this, which you can find on his on the Plant Studios Facebook page or on the company's main page, risingsuncomics.com. You can download it for free and check it out. It's amazing. Here I have it. Red Dot is the name of a Punisher-like vigilante from New Zealand, and he's known as Red Dot Killer. This is the art nickname of the founder of this division, Malfunction, known also as Arrow. The illustrator, the co-creator is called Sevans. So here you can have a look. Okay, I like the style, personally. Like this indie cartoon is like art. Okay, yeah, here is our Vigilante. Here is Red Dot Killer, or the Red Dot. And as you go towards the end of this PDF, okay, you will see these books that came out in the past from the New Zealand ePrint, but now they come back refreshed, I think for a limited print run, hopefully as ebooks as well, Incredi Girl, The Circle, and the Gear Meat, if I pronounce it right, I don't know. Alright, yeah, and here is risingsuncomics.com again, I'm letting you know. Now the last thing I wanted to share with you is about my trip to Portugal. Yep, last week I was to Portugal with my girlfriend and her family. It was great, it was like summertime, completely like July, and then I come back next day, it's totally winter here in Estonia. You know, this transition, this instant transition I have never experienced in my life. There's always a first time for everything, I suppose. And while I was there checking out their street markets, I found some really cool comics, all in Portuguese. So let me show them to you. This is Monica, created by Maurizio de Sousa. It's an old title that is still ongoing, I think. It has been adapted in, I mean, apart from comics, in animated series and video games. It is Brazilian in origin. Behind that we have Pulgarcito, if I pronounce it right. It means Tom Thumb in Spanish. It's a Spanish comic. I think it started from the 1920s and lasted till 1980s. So we have basically so far a Brazilian comic and a Spanish comic, translated in Portuguese. And here we have the Italian comics, Disney comics, translated in Portuguese as well. And old, these two issues from the 80s, Margarita, which also we use the same word Margarita in Greek, which goes for the flower Daisy. Her name is Daisy. Daisy died, you know, Donald's girlfriend, but here she's with her superhero persona. And this is an old like Mickey issue. I love this stuff. And of course this is like a September 2018 edition they made, a small collection about Super Duck, or Duck Avenger as he has been called in the English versions, the superhero persona of Donald Duck. Really cool. I loved it. It's not like I know Portuguese, but I know a few Italian and Spanish, since there are some similarities between these cultures and languages. I mean, I don't think it's random that they have translated comics from these countries in their language. They have common roots on a degree, I presume. So this comic here, it's an actual Portuguese local product. And it's the first of 3 volumes called Apocryphos, which means, as in English and in Greek as well, we use the word to define, to imply something as secret or hidden. So here, this is a volume where different Portuguese artists and creators have collected their stories, and I chose this one because the man that gave it to me, he had his booth in one of the street markets, and he has his story in this volume. His name is Fernando or Fernandez Madeira. I think his biography is in here. Yeah, these are all Portuguese creators. Yeah, that's the man here. Fernando Madeira. Yep. And you can check out his work at fermadworks.com, or search for Fermad Portuguese comic creator. You will find stuff. And as if this wasn't enough, okay, I found two original pieces of artwork of his in here. These are the characters of his story in the book. Alright, this is just, yeah, they are drawn on a thin paper, but you know, it was a great surprise to find this in there. And let me show you some of the photos of when I found. Yeah, this was from his booth. These are the other two volumes here. Whatever the camera captured anyway. This was like, it wasn't for sale, just for demonstration. Some of his cartoons, but really cool artwork. Ah, yeah, you can see the other two volumes here. I got the first one. Again, from his booth, he had different stuff, but also artwork of his. This was the man. It still is. I mean, the guy is fine. He's creative. And he goes to Comic Cons, as he told me. So check out Fermad. Yeah. So that was a few things I wanted to talk to you about. And if you enjoyed the video, please, you know, feel free to leave a comment or a thumbs up, or subscribe if you want, or share it around. And if you want to get notifications, you know, hit the bell icon. I will soon do another. Also, I will soon make another video where I will show you some of the rest of my comic book collection. Not all of it, because most of it is back in my home in Greece. I have some of it here. And it can be two videos. The one I will show you the comics I have from other countries, the other just the American comics that I have from indie publishers mostly. So don't forget to check out the description. You know, every time check out the description of each of my videos. I give there the information, you know, of my social media, the links to them, so you can go check my work on my both on my comic book and general artwork, including commissions. Feel free to, you know, to order an artwork from me. I would be glad to serve you. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you a good day or night, you know, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.